Okay, here's a brief review for tomorrow's quiz over clauses and sentence structure, Chapter 3 in your book. Obviously, the paper you're looking at here is Chapter 4. That's because it's from a different level, but in our book we were on Chapter 3. The first section will ask you to identify kinds of clauses, whether they are independent or subordinate. Number 1, since Justin bought a set of pencils and a drawing pad. That would be a subordinate clause as it cannot stand alone. One of the key things to look for when you're looking for subordinate clauses is the introductory word. In this case, it is the word since. That indicates to us that this is a subordinate clause. Number 2, Ken's cake did not turn out well. That's an independent clause. It can stand alone. Number 3, remember to buckle up your seatbelt. Again, an independent clause that can stand alone. Number 4, Jane Austen was an English novelist. Independent clause. Number 5, if you are going to the post office. That's a subordinate clause. It begins with the word if, which is indicative of a subordinate clause. It is a subordinating conjunction. Number 7, how the movie would end. Can't stand alone. Subordinate clause starts with the subordinating conjunction how. And finally, number 7, that were taken by Matthew Brady. Again, subordinate clause, cannot stand alone, begins with the introductory word that. Remember, your clue is to look for those introductory words. The second section of this quiz will be unlike what they have here, so I'm not going to use this one. You know me, I don't like these, so I'm skipping that. But let's look at using noun clauses. So number 14, politicians disagree about what is best for the community. Look for your introductory word of your subordinate clause. What? What is best for the community? This is the object of a preposition. It's following the preposition about, and it's acting like a noun in the sentence. Number 15, what I like most about this book. Again, look for that introductory word, what. Those are your signal words. What I like most about this book is acting as the subject of the sentence. Number 16, whether Kira is joining us for lunch. Introductory word, whether. Do you know? We're going to invert the syntax here because it's a question. We're going to put it back in our normal order, and we're going to say, you do know what? What is it that you know? That's the direct object. Number 17, Mr. K always tries to give whoever asks questions a good answer. Whoever asks questions, there is your subordinate clause, your noun clause. Mr. K tries to give what good answer to whom whoever asks a question. That's an indirect object. Number 18, that he is a good watchdog. It's following a linking verb. The linking verb is. So, one is that. Predicate nominative, letter F. Number 19, and remember, predicate nominatives follow linking verbs. So watch those verbs. Number 19, what to do in case of danger. Look what it's following. A linking verb. It's a predicate nominative. Number 20, whoever manages to hit a home run in the park is a great ball player. So whoever manages to hit a home run in the park, or in this park, sorry, is the subject of the sentence. Let's look at part D, recognizing sentence structure. We want to look at the structure of the sentence. So we're going to identify how many clauses are in each sentence and whether they are independent or subordinate clauses. This time we don't have to think about are they noun, adjective, or adverb clauses. So there you go. You're welcome. 21, I see one of those introductory words, who. Who was the first American to walk in space? That tells me there's a subordinate clause. I do not see a compound clause, compound independent clause, so this is complex. I've got one independent clause and one subordinate clause. Complex sentence. Number 22. Help me with the yard work. And I will help you with your chores. Those are two independent clauses. That's a compound sentence. 23. Many scientists are concerned about damage to the ozone layer. There's only one subject and one verb in that sentence. Scientists are concerned. That's a simple sentence. Number 24, I will come if I can. I will come is an independent clause. If I can is a subordinate clause. There's your keyword if. That's a complex sentence. One independent and one subordinate clause. 25. William Shakespeare's plays, which were first performed at the Globe Theatre in London, see your keyword which there, are immensely popular today, and they are performed around the world. We've got two independent clauses and a subordinate clause. That's a compound, complex sentence. Number 26. The novel was long, but it was never boring. But is a coordinating conjunction, so we're joining two independent clauses. That is a compound sentence. Number 27. The city of Williamsburg was the capital of Virginia during most of the 18th century. City was capital. That's our base sentence. It's one independent clause. We do not have another subject and verb in that sentence. So it's a simple sentence. 28. Do you want milk or would you prefer cocoa? You do want milk, or, which is a coordinating conjunction, you would prefer cocoa. Two independent clauses means that's a compound sentence. And finally, number 29. We missed the beginning of the play because we got lost on the way to the theater. There's that keyword because, you've got a subordinate clause there. But we enjoyed the performance anyway. But is a coordinating conjunction. That means you have two independent clauses, one subordinate clause. That sentence is compound complex.